Hello, this is Beth with YouTube Pagan Challenge question number 37. What does light or enlightenment mean to you? Whenever I hear enlightenment, I always think of the saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Because no matter how enlightened you become, you don't stay that way without work. You don't stay that way without effort. And it's something I think you always are working on. No matter how far you think you've come, there's always more to know, there's always more to do. And it's kind of a never-ending process that goes on for your whole life. But really, it's it's kind of fun exploring those things, at least in my opinion, and working through them. So, yeah. As far as enlightenment goes, that's kind of how I view it. You're always working on it. Even you still have to do all the mundane stuff. You still have to feed the cat and clean the cat box, even after you've been enlightened. So, but as far as light goes, yeah, it's something I definitely work with. I do identify as being a light worker, as my goal is to empower people and have them walking away from a session with me feeling empowered and things like that, and just interacting with me, actually trying to give people tools to empower themselves. And for me, that is a very, very much part of the light, is how can I empower someone to feel this light within themselves and to go on and be able to really rock their life, shine, be the shining star of their life. So light tends to really be, in many ways, about empowerment for me. I think there can be a propensity to be like, it all needs to be light, it all needs to be wonderful and good. And then you end up squashing down the darker aspect of self, which can be a very important part of you and often has protectors that live in that area. They may not be working well at the moment, but a lot of those things that we identify as blocks and things like that, I think are more protectors that have just kind of gone wrong more than anything else, and they need to be brought into that light of self, kind of integrated into the whole, so you can have your sunshine and shadows. It's like those quilts. There's a quilt pattern of the log cabin variation that's called sunshine and shadows, and that's kind of what you need. You need both in your life, and it's like driving along here and you get sunshine and shadows, because we're so high, you can often see where there's clouds and there's sun, and it creates this really beautiful dappled effect on the kind of more flat, plateauy areas. And that's what you need in your life. You need that balance of light and dark. You're not completely light. You never will be, not in a human body. And if that's all you want to be and that's all you're willing to embrace, that it starts to get that can be problematic for you in the long run, because things are gonna crop up. It's like Star Wars. They're always talking about this balance in Star Wars, but no, the Sith are not balanced and the Jedi are not balanced. For all the Jedi are like the love and light, happy people, and the Sith are the dark, mean people. But both sides are so polarized that you get this swing of power, and they're always having to balance out. That's what happens if you only embrace the light side or you only embrace the dark side. You want to be somewhere kind of that middle ground, going, not, because otherwise you end up like the Jedi and the Sith, always at war with yourself. Why be at war with yourself when you don't have to be? Star Wars reference. I love Star Wars. First three of the prequels, just, and Jar Jar Binks, really just, I spent that whole movie hoping he'd die. He never did. I was so sad. So sad. Yeah, Star Wars. Such great references, though. Even in the prequels, they're not my favorite. The New Hope and those from the 70s and 80s, much better. But I digress onto, a nerdy little geek girl fangirl tangent once again. Back to the light. Run into the light, Carol Ann. Run into the light. Okay. Okay, I've just totally lost my train of thought after the Carol Ann reference. And we'll leave it at that. Find your middle ground. Too much light, not good. Too much dark, not good. Middle ground, middle ground. You don't want to be swinging back and forth like a crazy pendulum. Alrighty, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you later, everyone. Goodbye.